everyone, welcome back to Vidya's Creative Corner. Today I'm really excited to share something which I have just tried once before. So if you have leftover crayons, if you have leftover candle wax, this video will be exciting for you as well. Candle making it is in Vidya's Creative Corner. Let's get started with the ingredients needed for candle making with the leftover crayons. So obviously first we would need leftover crayons. So I have some bits and pieces of crayons. I've picked two colors, a version of red, shades of red, and shades of yellow. I have an orange also here, but I thought I'll keep it simple. And we need the wicker for the candle. These are some leftover candles. I think the flavor or the aroma is pumpkin sage. So these were leftover used candles, and a couple of beakers. So I'm going to use them to melt the crayons and the candle. And this is the design mold that I'm going to use to pour the wax in, candle in. So I like the back of this plastic bottle because I feel like it'll come out really well. So I'm just going to cut this bottle till here and then use this as the mold to make the candle. So let's see how that goes. Meanwhile, I have kept some water for boiling because we are going to double boil method to melt the crayons and the wax. So double boil is when you just expose these crayons and the wax indirect heat and not direct heat. So I'm going to boil the water and then use the beaker to melt the crayons and the wax with the heat that's coming from the boiling water. Okay, so I've cut the bottle piece and I've taken the bottom half, and so I'm going to use this as the top because it has beautiful designs, and I've made a small hole so I could insert the wicker just enough, so and then we are going to pour the melted crayons and the wax in here, and so that's the first step that we are going to do. Now, as you can see, the water is boiling. It's time to melt the leftover crayons and the wax. So let's get on to the second step now. So I've put some leftover crayons and some leftover wax, and I'm double boiling it or using the double boiling method to melt that. So we're just going to melt it. We're not going to do melt it more than necessary, so just enough that it melts. As you can see, the leftover crayons and the leftover wax has almost melted, and you can see the red color because of the leftover crayons. Now I'm going to pour this on the plastic mold with the wicker, and then we are going to melt the other color with the leftover candle wax and pour it again. So let's start. So I'm just going to pour this over I know there are a few pieces at the bottom, but we are going to ignore that, and I think we have enough to pour over the mold. I am going to pour the mold. Now I'm melting the yellow leftover crayons with the leftover candle wax, and first I'll melt this and add some more leftover candle wax. Usually it's 1:1, the ratio of crayons to the leftover candle wax, but it's also good if you have more candle wax than the crayons, because it'll light up the candle much better. See, the leftover crayons and the wax is melting. It's just a few minutes left. I would say the melting process is the most time consuming, but I would also think that if we used a wide bowl, I think it would have been much quicker. So next time I will probably use a wider bowled jar or a pan. Okay, the melting process is almost done, and I'm just going to pour this over the red wax. As you can see, it's almost thickened. You can see from the sides that it's almost become hard. So I'm going to pour this over and watch. There you see, it's beautiful. You can see the red at the bottom and the yellow at the top. And the next process, once this cools down, you will be seeing a beautiful candle with a beautiful design. So the candle is ready. You can see that it's hard, and now I just have to peel off the outer layer, and I think the design has come out well. You can see the wicker also here. So the next step, I'm just going to reveal finally how the candle looks like. Wait and watch. Here I am, I'm just peeling the plastic, and you can see that there is a double layer already formed. So I'm going to peel off the entire layer. So the beautiful candle is out, and I removed the plastic, and you can see that how the mold has created these beautiful designs like a flower, and you can see the wicker as well. So the candle is a success, and I am so excited to light it up. So the candle is a big success. I am so excited to see this, the beautiful lit up candle with leftover crayons and leftover wax. You can see the beautiful design which came with the plastic mold, and the candle has a double layer, and it's just fantastic. So try it at home, and see you the next time.